What's up, my Creepers? Creeperplanks1 here,
Hello.
and welcome back to another episode of Creeperplanks Survives. This is episode 24, and in the previous episode, we have built up this mega storage unit, and in between episodes, I went ahead and organized every single item and every single chest and every single base that I have, just so I can have it all in one place, and I feel so much better. This side did end up breaking at the end of the sorting, but I managed to fix it, and now we're all good. And look at all these empty shulker boxes I have. These town 3 chests, and then my ender chest is completely organized now, and I have it back to what it was before the bedrock, or the switch from bedrock. I have my tools, my food, fireworks, totems, elytras, valuables, arrows, heads and mini blocks, bone meal, signs, cobble, ticks, wood, redstone, ice, dyes, extra food, extra rockets, and then down here is just extra storage. First of all, I'd like to apologize for the noise. I am not in my house. I'm currently staying at a family member's house, and this is the only room I can record in. So yeah, I'll be back home soon to record and stream, but for now, this is where I'm at. In between episodes, I did a little bit of terraforming, but decided I'd rather do this on stream, since it is one of those boring tasks that I can do on stream, and it's looking a lot better with just this area that I've done so far. And over here, you can see it's not looking all the same, and it's looking a lot better than it was all uniformed. And now we just need to do that to every side, but I'll be doing that on stream on Twitch, so go follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Creeperpg101. But this episode, I want to move my villagers. You see, I have these villagers down here where this trapdoor is, and I'd like to move them to a different area, and also move this portal to a different area. I'm gonna let this guy get him. As I was saying, I'd like to move these guys somewhere else, and also move this portal above ground, and just get rid of this area down here. And where would I want to move the villagers? Well, after thinking about it for a while, I have the perfect place. I want to move this switch over somewhere else and have an entrance to a trading hall over here. Not only am I going to have the villagers that I already have, I'd like to have villagers with every single enchantment. That is going to be long and tedious, so I'm probably going to skip ahead in the future for you guys. I've moved the lever, and now I've got a place for us to build the villager trading hall. I've moved the lever to over here, the opposite side of the furnaces, and if I flick it, it should still work. Alright, now if I flick this lever, it should turn on. And then if I flick it again, it should turn off. There we go. The villager trading hall is going to be set up here, and I want 30 enchantments. So that's 15 librarians on each side, and then we have fletchers, and then farmers, and then clerics on this side. So yeah, should be a fun little project. I want to have the roof like arching, so it'll start arching from probably there and probably be flush with that kind of. I don't know how to explain what I'm thinking. You'll see. I'm just gonna go ahead and start building. Great news! I'm back home. Anyway, we've gotten the room all set up for the villagers, and this is what it's looking like. I really like the arch roof that we have going on here. I've got to add some different lighting in here. I'll probably add like a large red carpet going from either end of the room with some glowstone underneath it, and I'll probably hang some chandeliers from these ones where the lanterns aren't, so we get a little bit more light down here, and it should end up looking pretty good. And we already have some light coming in from over here, so I'm not too worried about these torches right here. It's just the middle that needs some lighting up, and we should be all good. Now I just need to bring the villagers from where they're at, set up a villager breeder, infect them, and then get them all set up. Just going to be a long and tedious project.
One eternity later.
I'm done with villagers at the moment. You see, I had gotten all the librarians set up, and I had gotten all their trades down to 1 emerald, and then these MFers down here, all of them were spawning iron golems, killing them when I was trying to infect them one more time. So I put iron golems in the floor. They're all down here somewhere. Yeah. Just right there chilling. I got iron golems everywhere underneath the floor, so they'll stop spawning them. Eventually, they spawned one more, and it killed every single zombie villager while I was away. I was AFK for 5 minutes to go take care of my animals, to feed them, to give them water, to do all that. And the iron golem killed them. So I'm kind of done with villagers right now. I've got these ones. I got them all set up. They all trade 1 flesh for 1 emerald. These fellas are selling golden carrots for 1 emerald. All of them. I got rid of the ones that were not selling golden carrots. And I've also got some Fletchers that are selling me 1 emerald per stick. But like I said, I am done with villagers right now. I'm so sick of them. I'm sick of hearing all the stupid noises that they make. I need out of this castle. I need to go work on something else. So we're going to fly over here and we're going to figure out something to work on. What I've been thinking about working on is the kingdom itself. And then I realized it would probably help if I had the train that I want to build set up. So you know what? Let's work on the train. All right, you may be wondering, what am I doing back in this place over at Fisherton? Well, I'm back over here because we're going to start the train's path from here. There's going to be a pathway made out of mushroom blocks. Sounds weird, but we'll get to it in just a second. Made out of mushroom blocks going from there, leading to a bridge that'll be leading over to here. And there will be a train station somewhere about over here. And it will go straight through over the tundra and all the way to the... Ooh, you know what? We could make the train station right here where this randomly generated village is, or was. That'd be cool. Yeah, we could do that. I mean, we're already kind of in line to do that, so. But the reason we're using mushroom blocks for the path is because when they're like this, they don't look that great for a path, right? Especially against sand. Well, if you do this, if you do something like that, it looks a lot better. It looks a lot better against the sand than regular old sandstone or something like that, because sandstone really blends in with the path. So I figured this would probably be the best. And we're also going to be using birch wood for like these step up areas. You know what I meant. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start doing this. All right, we've got the pathway laid out on this side at least, and this is how it's looking. It's winding from right here going all the way to the start of the river. We've got the birch planks serving as the stairs, kind of making the pathway smoother, and I think it looks pretty good over here. And now we've just kind of got to do the same to over there, get a bridge in place and have a path leading to, where is it? This. So we can have our train go all the way over there. But yes, that is the plan. Alright, I've got the bridge laid out, and this is what the shape of it is looking like. It's not all that big. Originally I had it a lot bigger, going up like 17 blocks to allow the boats over there to go underneath it, but then I was just like, wait, do they even need to go this way? And I followed the river a little bit more and realized, no they don't. So that won't be happening. This is the arch of the bridge. This is what it's looking like at the moment, and now I'm just gonna build onto it and make it look a lot better than that, because what even is that? Okay, after a long time of building and trying to come up with a design, I found a reference image of a bridge that I liked, and I just went ahead and went with the flow, and this is what we've ended up with. I think it looks really nice. It's not too complicated. I feel like the sides are a bit blank. I kind of want to do something with them, but I'm not sure what. If you guys have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. But I really like the way that this is looking, and it just came together so nicely. It's fantastic. And of course we're going to have path coming from here going all the way over to here, but that's a job for tomorrow because it's 2 o'clock in the morning, almost 3, and I'm tired. A good night. All right, a little bit of building later, and we've got ourselves a pathway leading out and curving to where I want the train station to be. And we've also got the land a little flattened out here so I can put down a train station and eventually 2 railway lines and then a train, and it'll be going from here all the way off into the distance and maybe back there. Maybe I'll establish a kingdom within the Arctic that makes the trains and whatnot. But as for right now, I'm going to design a train station, and then I'll meet back up with you all whenever I've done that. Okay, and we've finally started the railway. Here's what the first station is looking like. It's pretty small, pretty cute, a good scale for Fisherton. If we walk over here, you can see some benches with a trash can, and if we walk inside, you can see there's plenty of shelves around and stuff in the shelves. And over here you can see that they have train whistles and toy trains for sale, because I don't know if you knew this, but when I was younger I was really into Thomas, and this is where my obsession with trains started. When I was younger, I started getting train after train after train after train, and I loved trains. I loved to watch the way the wheels work. I would lay there on the ground and I'd just be like this, and I'd watch the train go by like that. And every time I went to a train store, the few rare times that I went to a train store, there was always toy trains, whether it be Thomas or actual model trains for sale. So I wanted to put that here because I thought that'd be cool and also kind of bring me back to when times were simpler.
I live a sad life now, alright?
We've got the different clocks for the different time zones. We got Fisherton, Nidoria, and then the third kingdom that I will inevitably end up building. And then if we walk outside, we can see that there is the railway system. And I probably should have made this 1 block lower into the ground, but I think I like this. And we've also got some lampposts on the platforms, as well as the train's schedule board here, and also there. I want to put something here. Put something here, but I'm not sure what. Probably some crops and whatnot. I flattened out this area because we're going to have the train tracks leading this way and eventually connecting and then raising up, be a good few blocks above the water level, so that way the train can just go straight through. And we're probably going to, what is that? Why is there a bee all the way out here? Homie, you're more lost than me in calculus. What are you doing out here? Yes, a bee's natural habitat.
The Arctic.
Anyway, the train's gonna be going way out this way, and I really wanted it to have it go through this Arctic biome because I really like the way that it looks, and also my shader pack. If you're going through this area at night, then you get a pretty cool thing in the sky, and I'll end up showing that to you guys once it's all done. But this is going to be a long project, let me tell you. Homie, go home. So next I'm going to connect these tracks up and make it go to a bridge, and I'm also probably going to build a train here in the station. They probably want to have cars on it. They probably want to have carts connected to it. What is the right word? Car or carts? Troublesome trucks. Is it trucks? I don't know. I forgot my train terminology. Listen, there's going to be a train. Yeah. Gonna be a train and a few thingies to hold people there. I nailed it. Well, that took entirely too long to do, but was it worth it? We're about to see. So if we walk into the train station here, we get a glimpse of the train, and then we get out onto the station, and there it is. I forgot to put a ladder there, but that's okay. The link for this design will be in the description down below for both designs. Actually, the train is separate from the coach. I remember the name of it, aren't you guys proud? No! But this design, both these designs are by Crafty Fox, is who these two designs are by, and they are fantastic. They look amazing sitting here. And of course, I've started the rest of the tracks going out this way. I've got to add a junction box, which, if you don't know, there is somebody who controls which way the track is switched, setting in a box near the switch, so I'm going to build that. I'm also going to bring gravel up to this and, yeah, flatten it all out and then raise it up to be a bit higher than this, probably like 10 blocks off of sea level. And then, yeah, it's coming together. It's looking nice. Okay, after a live stream yesterday and a little bit of work right now, we've gotten the track laid out from Fisherton going all the way to the blue cherry forest, Sakura Baruto forest, whatever, which is an area I haven't been in a very long time. And honestly, I'm not going to work on that area for a while. I need to figure out where the track is going to go after getting to here. I'll probably end up breaking some of it and having it turn more towards the kingdom, which is off in that direction, or maybe it'll just go through the forest. I haven't decided yet. I now need to design a bridge that goes underneath it and goes throughout all of this. And the reason why the bridge is so high up is because there's a lot of water throughout this path, and the bridge or the train would often get attacked and raided, so they raise it up to avoid that. It happens less often now. Story reasons, and also I'm lazy. After just returning from the end, I've got some progress to show you all on the bridge. So this is what the track is looking like so far. Got this nice hill of gravel elevating the tracks, and if we follow it, we've got the bridge. I think the bridge looks very nice. I've got to add some lights on it, as you can probably tell by these cobblestone walls being here. The bridge design goes all the way to about right here, I think, or maybe it keeps going a little further. I think it just goes to this iceberg and stops. Ouch. Yeah, it just goes to this iceberg and stops. So we went from all the way back there to all the way over here, and we've still got all this way to go. Still got a long way to go before we're done with this. It goes to right there. I decided to push the track back a little bit because I wasn't exactly sure what to do with it. I'm lagging a lot. Why is that? I don't know. But yes, now we go back to over here so we can continue building this monstrosity. Okay, after a lot, and I do mean a lot of work, we've gotten the railway finished for now. We've got lanterns going all the way across it. I just decided to go with the simple design because repeating those designs over there on the train station was going to be a little much for all of this. I just needed something to light up the tracks. And if we fly all the way this way, let me go over here on the side so you can see the nice design we have for the track that I worked so hard on that barely anybody's gonna see. I thought that one was messed up, but no, it's just in the iceberg. I forgot about that. So the lore here is basically like the icebergs, like the ice kind of formed around the bridge after it was built, and that's why the icebergs are there. It goes all the way through this taiga. It looks really nice, and it comes all the way over to here. And it stops right here for now because, again, I don't know where to go. The next step, I think, is building the train station over at Nidoria Kingdom, over here. So before we decide where we want the train station to go and build it, I first of all need to finally get started on some houses around here, and I don't know where to start that. Kind of scary. Placing the first blocks is always the scariest. Alright, and after a live stream, I have gotten a few houses built in the kingdom, and I think it's coming together pretty well. I've used a few blocks that I've never really used before for this build. I'm trying to really get out of my comfort zone here and use a bunch of different colors that don't really seem like they go together, like pink and brown. Right next to each other, but I think I like the look of this, and I think I like the feel of it. I really like the feel of it because for walking from right here, you can really get a feel for it. I guess walking through here, it just feels really good, and then you come to here and it's just like, wow, this is an actual kingdom. Just ignore how blank and boring everything is right now. But we got ourselves a layout of the first district of where we're going to be building, and it's going to be where all these oak wood planks are going all the way around here. And now I've just got to fill in this space with some houses, and then eventually we'll have more spaces like that. We're gonna have some parks, like a park somewhere around here, some schools, some inns, some libraries, of course a mine here, a dock over here, and yeah, a few churches as well. So hopefully this area should end up looking pretty nice. I mean, we've got a lot of room to work with here, and having the castle that far back from like the border of the kingdom, I can already tell you this is going to be a huge build. I can't wait to see where it goes in the future, and just those few houses is already making it look a lot better. I don't know if I'm making sense at all. I'm just going to go ahead and get to building. I'm going to first of all lay out the road from here to the next district, and then I'm going to have another road like sprawling this way towards the water, and then also probably this way up to the walkway, and yeah, hopefully it should end up looking good. So I will see you guys here in a bit. I kind of think that this block palette that I've chosen for the kingdom is boring. I don't think that there's enough going on, and the colors are too bland and flat and boring, and there's not enough texture going on. It just doesn't look pleasing to look at right now. Like, the layout is fine. I like the layout. It's the palette itself that I don't like. Like, I like how the houses are shaping up, kind of. Like, I like this one and the arch that they have in the middle of them. I like this area back here. I really like this area back here. The rest of it, I'm not too sure about. Like, I see the plan with this area over here, add in some shrubbery and stuff like that, and a walkway up to the castle. Like, this is okay, but I'm just struggling a lot. So I'm going to tear most of it down and struggle even more by putting myself in an uncomfortable position and working with build palettes I've never worked with before. Get the fuck off my podium. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna work with this and be very uncomfortable for a while. Let's talk yet again. I'm not really sure about these block palettes. It's very, very nerve-wracking, and I don't think I like the way that this looks, and even the layout is starting to bother me because they're just not big enough. The houses need to be bigger, and my brain is just blank. I can't think of any ideas, and it just doesn't look all that great to me. One thing I want to keep, I know I want to keep, is these two houses houses coming together to make this archway, so I'll keep that, but all the rest needs to come down, and I just need to start from scratch, basically. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It's hot in my room, so please forgive my AC unit being on if you can hear it. But anyway, I've done a little bit of building, and I've completed one build and started another, and I think that this build is looking alright for the most part. I don't really know how I feel about it. I think I like it. I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to use Pinterest a lot to help me with my inspiration for building, and I saw these roofs and I was just like, I have to use them. They look so cool. They look better than just a normal flat roof, and I'm trying to kind of get away from those. So just doing this with the red and the green looked so good, and I like the roofs. I do. I like the pink of this roof and the white below, and it just makes it look, I don't know, something about this I like the archway as well. Of course, I do want a cluster of houses around this area, with a house right here and eventually a narrow path leading to over here. I liked the way it was before. I don't know why I got rid of this part, but oh well. I guess just starting with a clean slate made it easier to look at. And then this build I saw on Pinterest, and I'm kind of going off of its layout. I'll probably leave a link to all this in my description, or just my ideas pin. I don't know what it's called on Pinterest, but yeah, I'll probably just leave a link in the description for you all. But I've had to really improvise with this build, and I still am. I just have this bottom layer kind of complete. Yeah, I've still got to figure out what materials I really want to use for these houses and whatnot, but I think it's coming along. But if we go inside of these houses, the interior is also complete, so this is kind of what it's looking like. We got ourselves a nice place to sit, some bookshelves, kitchen right here, eating area, and then we've got the stairs going to upstairs. I really like the floor design too. I forgot to mention that. I like this floor design. We've got upstairs, which has the same floor design, and then we've got the bedroom, and then we have the bathroom, and then we have this leading to the other part of the house, which has the attic right here, and then it's all pretty much just the same as the other house, except green and brown, but it's coming together. Now I've just got to lay down a bunch more houses and build them up, and yeah, I'll see you guys once I have like 3 or 4 more houses done, including that one. I'll see you guys when I have like 4 more houses done. Alright, I've built up a few more houses, and I think I'm at a good stopping point for this episode, as well as building the kingdom. And if you're wondering what the houses look like, this is what they look like. They're looking pretty good, I would say. I did struggle a lot building these, but that's gonna happen when getting out of your comfort zone. So I built this one first, I finished it, and then I built that one, then I built this one, and I built that one. I knew that I wanted a brick house at the end of this road, but I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted it to look like, so I just went and looked up some block palettes, and this is what I got, and I think it looks pretty good. This is like one that I wasn't too sure of, but it ended up looking and feeling pretty nice, I would say. Then we got this big behemoth of a house. This one took the longest to do, obviously. This one's not connected, it's just this and this. But if we go inside, we can see all the detail that I put into it. It's not that much, I don't think. I wanted to keep it fairly simple. I think it's ended up looking pretty good. I think out of all of the houses, this has got to be one of my favorites so far. I mean, there's not much to contend with right now. Then we got this house over here, and if we just walk inside, you can see, again, it's not that glamorous, but it is looking nice for the most part. I also really like these pots and these like mini trees that I built. It's really just, it's all just really simple. And then the last house, the one that I just finished, this one over here, is yeah, they're pretty much all the same inside. It's been fun to build this. I feel like I've done enough in this episode. We started the railway system way over there, and we've built up not 1, not 2, but 5 houses for probably the hardest district to build for, which is the wealthy district. Yeah, these houses have been fun to build, and it's been fun to try and figure out what block palette I want. That being said, it's time for the outro. That was clean. Thank you all very much for watching this video. If you did like the video, be sure to leave a like if you want to, subscribe to the channel if you've not already want to. Creeperplanks 1. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Yeah, as fun as this was, I need a few weeks break.